up, guys? Should be good, no? Yes. Yeah. Holy Mackinac. We are looking better. All right. I wonder if we try and change that up a little bit. Get get that to sound a little bit better. I wonder if what I can do for that. I'll have to look at that. What's up, guys? How we doing today? Happy Wednesday. Happy Waiver Wire Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a wicked day. Hope you're having an awesome week. Rocking out. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. Making things happen. Doing the doggone thing. Bingo, bango, ping. Let's get it. Actually, I got a page open to some fucking basketball bets. Basketball's back tonight. It was whatchamacallit. There was 2 games on last night, but it doesn't mean anything. What's up, guys? Happy Waiver Wire Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a wicked day. Hope you got all your picks that you wanted rocked out. We are jamming. We got a couple of guys. In the one league, I needed some receivers. So I was able to get Darnell Mooney and Xavier Legette. I think they should be decent at least. I hope. I only have 2 receivers. Like, that was my problem. My third is Chris Godwin, which, I mean, he's dead, basically. So, yeah, that league, we're a little bit wonky. Also, we're 3-4 and in 9th place. Like, that's crazy. That's actually crazy that we're in 9th place. 3-4 record. That's like unheard of. Nuts, I tell you. All right. Benang and he's picked up everywhere, right? Everybody picks him up. Yeah. That guy wakes up early and picks up guys. That's what I've noticed. He's I don't want to use my waiver pick, but I'll wake up super early and pick up the guys type of guy. Which, hey, man, I can respect that. That's cool. Doing the doggone thing, bingo, bango, ing. But yeah, this league, yeah, we're not projected to get very many points. Relying on a lot of guys that were supposed to be wicked. Ezekiel Ruiz, what's happening? Should I get rid of Tez or Fannin? I mean, in theory, you should get rid of Tez, or you should get rid of Fannin, but Tez is only going to be good for this week because next week they're on a bye week, and then after that, I'm pretty sure Chris Godwin's coming back. At the very least, you're going to get Egbuka back healthy. So I would say you want to keep Fannin. Or sorry, but that being said, I would want to keep Fannin over the long run because Dylan Gabriel really likes him, right? So he's a good one to have. So I would keep Fannin unless you need the receiver. Because like for me, I need receivers in my one league this week. So I got rid of like a lot of guys to keep the receiver. But all things being equal, I would keep Fannin just because he's liked a lot. As much as Baker Mayfield throws the ball all over the place, Dylan Gabriel really likes Fannin. So that's who I would keep. Thank you for the question. I appreciate you. I hope it helps. Hope it works out. Yeah, so we got Charbonnet on a bye week. He actually did well for me last week. I actually won in such a weird fashion last week. Oh man, I couldn't believe it. It was nuts. Arizona bye week this week. I got Trey Benson on injured reserve, but it looks like he's going to be out for another game because he's got. I'm pretty sure they have to miss 4 games. Should I trade Gibbs for Olave, Barkley, and Judkins? You have Gibbs. You're getting Olave, Barkley, and Judkins. Damn. If you're giving that up for Gibbs, I would say that's a lot to give up. Not that Gibbs isn't working, but if you can get all of that for Gibbs, you guys are angry. Yeah, I would do that trade. That's crazy. This guy's going to give you Olave, Barkley, and Judkins for Gibbs? Or are you offering all of that? Because I wouldn't offer all of that. But if I'm getting all of that, I would definitely. Judkins going forward, I'm treating him as if he's like one of the best in the league. The way that we used to think about Nick Chubb, like top first round pick, argument for first overall, right? That's how I'm treating Judkins. Barkley, my only argument against Barkley is the Madden curse. I am a legit believer in that. So at some point, I expect that to be a thing. And Olave's getting friggin' double-digit targets every week. So that's a heavy haul. Yeah, if you're giving up your Gibbs for those 3, that's I would take that and run. That's crazy. I wouldn't offer all of that though. That's a lot to offer. Damn. Shit. They've got Kroxky Merritt projected for 10 points. Ay. No way. Jane Daniels is out and they're playing Kansas City. This guy's got somebody going on Thursday, McConkey. I hope he accepts my trade. In the other league, I sent out an offer. Sent out Olave and Drake London for Derrick Henry. I'm hoping for good things going forward, and I need a running back. It's also a keeper league. I could use a keeper. Hi. What's going on? What's going on? You never cleaned your ears. Hi. Yeah. Next league. Well, I'm wondering. I have Jordan Love that I picked up. I was able to pick up Jordan Love when Lamar got hurt. Actually, it was a little bit after Lamar got hurt, but I have him now. I wonder. Trade Jordan Love and somebody? I don't even know who I would trade, man. Because friggin' my team's like weird. Actually, you know what? I could trade all my good guys because my team's weird like that in the sense that this league really, like, it really goes off of. It really skews towards return yards. So if you have a kick return, like I have a kick returner that gets 20 points every game. Like these guys, there's 2 of them. They get 20 points every game because of the kick return, like the return yards. And also it's a PPR league, so you get you get points for catches plus points for return yards, and it doesn't even really matter if they get any catching yards. So But knowing that, I have faith in these guys. I wonder if I could trade a Jalen. Like, I have Jalen Waddle and AJ Brown. Nobody wants AJ Brown. Could do a 3 for 2. DK Metcalf. Who am I looking for? I probably couldn't trade for. Who's going on? I'm all the way at the end, so yeah, I pick Lamar. Man, that's what I should have done right there. Taking James Cook round 2. Come back Josh Allen round 3. Anyways. Who can we get? Who can we get? Like, I don't know if I can get. Can I get Puka? He's injured. They got their bye week next week. They're on their bye week. I wonder if I can get Puka. I'm wondering who to try and get. Oh, I could get Ahmad. I probably can't get Christian McCaffrey. No way. Actually, I probably could get Derrick Henry. Jefferson. Yeah, I think the guy that's got Jamar Chase, he's last place. I think he'll just keep Jamar Chase. But, I mean, I could give him a bunch of things for it. But he's like back-to-back 30 points, right? Oh, 3 in a row, 29, 25, 38. Fuck. That's why he drafted him, right? I'm pretty happy with Bijan's numbers. I wonder. Josh Jacobs, he's a Green Bay fan though, so I don't think he will. I don't think he'll give up Jacobs. I don't know if I want Jacobs. Maybe I want Jacobs. Who do I have to give up? Puka. This guy normally has lots of wide receivers. Charbonnet. What do I gotta give up? DK, Jalen Waddle, and somebody else. Who else? You want Jalen Warren? That's a lot. Frizzle, trade Bill for Chase Brown. Who you like? Yes, that's a good one. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to do with Bill. Like, he comes out, balls out 1 week, then goes like 8 straight weeks where they don't even give him the ball, so he doesn't do nothing. Then he gets that huge game, probably on most people's benches, like mine. He was on my bench. And then I played him last week, and he's dud Bill. Now there's no Jaden Daniels. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan too, so I'm all in on Joe Flacco. Super Bowl winning quarterback Joe Flacco. So yeah, I would trade Bill for Chase Brown. I like Chase Brown going forward. I'm actually elevating Chase Brown, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. Like, elevate them all. Joe Flacco's that quarterback. He'll just throw it out. He doesn't care. You're good. I'm throwing it to you. Chances are you're going to catch it. I hope that helps. Thank you for the question. You're awesome. I'm wondering if this guy will give me Puka. Trying to trade DK, Jalen Warren, and Jalen Waddle. But I think that might be too much. I don't know. What do you guys think? Kendall Jazz, what's up? Sent a trade to get Bijan for CD. Jordan Mason. Oh, damn. I have Garrett Wilson and Romeo Dobbs. Okay, so we went to get Bijan. We're giving up CD. Jordan Mason. Nice if he'll take it. Excuse me. Brian Thomas Jr. What do we do with him, right? Like, man. That's probably your top two wide receivers right there. CD and Brian Thomas Jr. Also, you have to throw in Jordan Mason. Like, what did this season come to? Not only that, but like you probably would have done that right at the beginning of the season, CD and Brian Thomas for Bijan. But a part of you would have thought you were getting ripped off. Legit. Think about it, right? And now you're looking at trading them. I like that trade. I mean, Bijan's wicked, right? He hasn't had his. No, he just did have his bye week, so you don't have to worry about that. Jordan Mason's not going to be nothing spectacular when Aaron Jones gets back. It's going to be 50-50 split at best, you know what I mean? And Brian Thomas, I mean, what do we even do with him? Like, we want him to be something that he's not at this current moment. So, yeah, I like that trade. Maybe you can get him to throw in somebody else, another receiver, right? But Frosty, what's happening? Thank you for joining me. What's up? What's up? Maybe. Does this guy have a good quarterback? He's got Michael Penix. Huh. Will he do Jordan Love? Hey-o. Jordan Love for Puka. Could do Jordan Love. And I can do DK Metcalf. And I'll do Jalen Warren. For fucking, then I could keep Waddle for Puka and Zach Charbonnet, because I was able to pick up Jordan Love. This guy's got Michael Penix going. Does he have Drake by any chance? No, he's got stinky smelliness on his roster. He might actually take. He's got both Carolinas fucking running backs going. Jesus Christ. Trade Keenan and Pittman for Odunze. What's that? And or Wilson? My wide receivers are CD, BTJ, Ridley, and either of those guys. I don't know. I like Keenan Allen. What do you do in a 2-for-1? Allen and Pittman for one of those two? Because I don't know if I like that trade. You do, however, have a lot of wide receivers. If anything, I would trade them for a running back. Chase Brown, Rico, Jalen Warren, Sharp, Pollard. Man, I like Chase Brown going forward, but all those other ones are like, you know what? Charbonnet is going to be something good coming off the bye week. So what I would do maybe is we do like a Keenan and a Jalen Warren to try and upgrade. What's your other receivers? CD. I don't know if anybody values BTJ, but if they do, BTJ might net you something. And then you can trade Jalen Warren to upgrade, get a better running back. You might be able to go after Amarion Hampton, the running back for tight end and QB is Hurton McBride. Yeah, we don't need a tight end. Go after an injured one, Amarion Hampton, or maybe Bucky Irving. Try and get one of those two. Yeah, I don't think we trade Keenan and Pittman for one of those two. There, I mean, maybe Wilson, but like, what the hell is going on in New York for real, man? Like, I actually looked at my lineup last week, and we had 3 freaking New York Jets players, and I was like, what the hell? Bronson, what's happening? Trade Devontae or hold? I would hold on to Javonte. To Devontae, sorry. He I like him better. I like him though. Trade Devontae and Godwin for London, or Devontae and Daniel Jones for Egbuka. 2 QB league. Lamar and Allen. Oh shit! You know what? If you can do Devontae and Daniel Jones for Egbuka, I would do that. That's a wicked one. I like that one. Egbuka is going to be wicked, and he's back this week. The only problem with him is next week is his bye week, so you kind of have to deal with that. Devontae, you're off on bye week this week. Then Egbuka's bye week is next week. But if you can make a trade before this week and use Egbuka, that's what I would do. That'd be wicked. I don't really like London, unless it's full PPR, in which case, yeah, okay, you could do that. But if you can do Devontae and Daniel Jones for Egbuka, hell yeah. Damn, that's wicked. Nice job. I hope it works out. Thank you for the question, man. I appreciate that. Frosty, I'm trying to get Bucky or Josh Jacobs. Who's your wide receivers? CD, BTJ, Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman. Because, like, you might be able to do CD for Josh Jacobs straight up. That I'm sure that guy would do that, unless he's like only got 2 running backs. The Arthurs trade Odunze and T Higgins for London, or is it too much? I think it's too much. I'm not very high on Drake London. I have him in one league, and I don't know. He's not what I want him to be. Also, going forward, apparently Odunze is amazing and like is the best receiver in the history of life. So even Caleb Williams makes him look good. So I'm actually surprisingly high on him. And T Higgins, I'm very high on going forward. I think I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and I love Joe Flacco. So Joe Flacco going forward, I have elevated T Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Chase Brown. So that's my thoughts. I don't know. You know what I mean? Drake London is good. Don't get me wrong, but I have him in one league, and he's kind of whatever. Trying to trade for Puka. Hoping it'll work. This guy's got 2 guys on bye week. I wonder. Saquon or Bucky? My only argument against Saquon is I'm a firm believer in the Madden curse. So I think that at some point something's going to happen to him. But that's really my only argument against it. Other than that, I love Saquon going forward. And apparently Bucky's really good. Like, who saw that one coming? So, I mean, if I had to pick, I would want Bucky just because I believe in the Madden curse. But that doesn't mean that Bucky's going to be better than Saquon. That's only my argument. Damn, we're doing Odunze. I'm trying to do. So this guy's got Michael Penix as his quarterback. I don't know if he likes that. What's he been doing? Has he been doing anything? Yeah, I don't know. Trying to give Jordan Love, DK Metcalf, Jalen Warren for Puka and Zach Charbonnet. Should I try for Brees, hoping he's get traded? I have Brees Hall. Ay. That's all I can say about that. I wouldn't give up too much for Brees, but if you can get him on the low, yeah. I mean, he's like a high risk, high reward type player. There's a lot of risk in him, but he's a good player. So in theory, it should all come together going forward. But New York's a mess right now, so like, I wouldn't really give up too much. I'm forced to start him going forward, but I'm not very confident in it. I don't know if this guy will do this, but he might. Hoping that Lamar comes back. Yeah, I'm trying to get a running back. I have a bunch of receivers. I don't even really need like a running back. I'm just trying to see what I can get because I have like a bunch of receivers. Egbuka, he probably wouldn't give me Egbuka. Holy Mackinac. What's up, dog? Ron, dog. Keenan and Mason is enough for James Cook. I don't think the guy will do that. But you can try. James Cook has actually been not very good the last little bit, but I don't think he'll do that. I wouldn't do that. No way. Battle for first. Heyo. Jackson Dart. Heyo. Nice. Taylor Bijan Chase. Holy. Are you serious? Sal, we are not holding on to Calvin Ridley. He's not very good, and Tennessee stinks. Thanks for the question. I appreciate you. Hope it works out. Damn, this guy's got Jackson Dart, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan, Jamar Chase, Rice, A-Chain, Adams, Andrews, and Jordan Love as your starters. The other team has Josh Allen, Gibbs, Henry, Puka, Jefferson. Damn, that's a shallow league, eh? It's a dynasty super flex. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, you have a shot. I don't see why not. Thank you for the question. Hell yeah. Dynasty Superflex. So what? You would have like drafted all these guys? That's crazy. Good job. Where can I send you my team? Send it on the fucking it's a 12-man start 11. That's crazy. I think I have the best 10-man team ever. No shit, eh? Thoughts on Tet? I don't actually like Carolina going forward. So I don't like them. So my thoughts on Tet going forward are not very high. I would try and get what I can. I also don't have any shares of him, so I don't even know. Gave Judkins, BTJ, Dowdle for Egbuka, Johnson, Bo Nix. Damn, you need a quarterback, eh? That's a decent trade. Dahir, thanks for the question. Thanks for the thing. Wicked. Hope it works out. So I'm thinking, but his team is a bit better. Yeah, no, I mean, his team's all right. Your team's really good, too. Your tight end does stink, but that's my boy. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. So Mark Andrews, my dog. That's all right. Lamar's back this week. It'd be rocking. That's crazy. Yeah, that's got to have been a long. You've been have to been there for a long while. Get all those players in trade. Damn. Hope it works out. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out. Thank you for the question and the back and forth. I appreciate you. Good luck, first place. Hey, let's get it. This guy might. Derrick Henry for 2 receivers. Have faith in Mandrews. Yes, I have faith too, especially Lamar's back. He'll be all right. He's just a little wonky. I like my team. No, your team's wicked, man. Like for real. Taylor, Bijan, Chase. Then you got like depth. Jackson Dart. Apparently he's gonna be wicked going forward. Who should I send for Bucky though? If you look back at my team, send you know what? Send BTJ and one of Keenan Allen and Michael Pittman. You choose. See if he'll do that. He might do it. That would be all right. Because BTJ is not really the guy that we want, and I think he'll do it. Try if it's PPR, I would keep Keenan Allen, but if not, you could keep Michael Pittman. But yeah, I would do BTJ and like Keenan Allen, try and get Bucky. That'd be wicked. I hope that works out. Sal in a 10-man league. What's happening? Thank you for joining me. Patty Mahomes. Heyo. Fuck, who'd have thought? Jamar Chase. Jackson Smith. Oh, Smith Jigba. Uh-huh. Frosty, it's PPR. Yeah, I would keep Keenan Allen. See if you could do Michael Pittman. George Pickens, Rasheed Rice, Devontae, A-Chain, Tyler Warren, Bucky, Rashad White, Cam, Scatterboo, Denver defense, Aubrey. That's wicked. This is the best team ever assembled, eh? Jamar Jackson. You could be better in running back. I would trade George Pickens for a running back. Now that CD's back, try and get somebody wicked. But yeah, not wrong, man. That's a wicked team. Patrick Mahomes is doing what he did before, not being a dick. Juan Pena. Who for my wide receiver 2, 3, tight end, and flex spot? Quentin Johnson, Debo. I don't know. Do we want Debo with Marcus Mariota going? Kayshon Boutte, Jordan Addison, Tez. So wide receiver 2 and what? Tight end? No, you're not wrong, Ron Dog. Your team may very well be the best team assembled. That's wicked. Tight end, Ertz, Kittle, got Devontae. You were able to trade Quentin Johnson for Patrick Mahomes? That guy did that? Damn. So damn. I would do George Kittle in the tight end spot. And BTJ and Warren for Rice. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. That's wicked. I would do, yeah, because I wouldn't do any of those running backs. So we're doing 3 receivers. I would do Tez Johnson, both Johnsons, Tez and Quentin and Jordan Addison. Who's New England playing this week? New England's playing Cleveland. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I would do both Johnsons and Jordan Addison would be my 3. Then we do Kittle in the tight end. And yeah, you're already locked in with Davante Adams is on bye week this week. Oh, shit, man. Yeah, you're hoping Debo plays because New England against Cleveland, I don't see them putting up a lot of points. I hope that helps. Hell yeah. You're wicked. Good luck. I hope that helps. Think I trade for a tight end? I think Andrews will bring you home. If you want to trade for a tight end, I would probably, you want to try and get somebody like Warren if you can. You know what? You might be able to get Brock Bowers if you wanted, right? You could trade not a lot to get him. And when he comes back, that'll be wicked, right? So I would try. Why not? Did that in week 3. That's crazy. That guy traded you Patrick Mahomes for Quinton Johnson. That's crazy. Trade Rome and Kyron for JJ or London. Trade Rome and Kyron for JJ. Mahadi, what's happening? Thank you for joining me. You might be giving up a lot, but I mean, I would do that. Rome and Kyron for JJ. I mean, he's one of the best in the league, right? So anytime you can acquire him, I would try. Yeah. Not for London. I wouldn't give up both of those for Drake London, but I would give up both of those for JJ. Hope that helps. Hope that works out, man. That's a wicked trade. Hope that works out for you. Hell yeah. Let's get it. Other best team in the league has Bowers. He wouldn't trade him to me. No! That sucks. Zay and Waddle on the bench. I could use as ammo for a trade. You know what? You're not wrong, but I also wouldn't suggest to have both Andrews and Zay Flowers. So maybe Zay and Waddle for for maybe Warren. I don't know if the McBride owner will do anything. Probably not. But I would do for Warren. Who else is there? I don't even know, man. You don't even really want anybody. Maybe you could get George Kittle. You don't have to give up a lot for him. Last week was a dud, too. So, actually, you know what? Maybe I might try and go get George Kittle. Right? So, thank you. I appreciate you. Sometimes I make good points. Sometimes I just ramble. Really trying to get Puka. Damn. I tried to get Puka as well. I'm hoping it'll work. What do I give up for George? Oh, yeah. Dynasty Superflex, so Kittle has less value. Yeah, that's true. What do we got up here? I appreciate you, man. Yeah, you know what? I think riding with him would be the best bet. I mean, I don't know. You're probably better off just to keep the guys that you have, because I wouldn't do you're probably not getting who you want for Davante Adams, and I wouldn't trade away Taylor, Bijan, Chase, or Rice I could probably get on board with trading A-Chain, but not for a tight end. I'd have to have somebody else. So, yeah, I would say we just ride it out. Got CMC, Henry, Javonte, Kyron, Egbuka, and Rome. Should I even make any moves? That's crazy. You know what? I would do that then. You got CMC, Javonte, CMC, Henry, Javonte. I would do that. Yeah. Make that move if the guy will do it. Rome and what's his face for JJ? Hell yeah. That'd be wicked. Fuck yeah. Then you got CMC, Derrick Henry. Hell yeah. Devontae has been good. You know what? And that's the thing, right? Devontae's been good. Puka's out now, so whatever. But even when he comes back, Devontae's still been serviceable, right? So Carlos Pacheco, what's happening? I have to bench one wide receiver. Thank you for help. Thank you for joining me. Devontae, DK, Ladd, and T. Higgins. Who do I bench out of the one? Devontae was really good last week. I don't know. Do we keep him? Who are they playing? The Giants. This one, in theory, should be a good game for them. DK's been wicked. If I had to bench one of them, I'd bench Ladd just because it's a Thursday game. I tend to avoid Thursday games like the plague if I can. So that would be my thoughts behind it. Devontae's pretty good. DK's been on a tear, and I actually like T. Higgins going forward. So I think, I think we bench Ladd. Thank you for the question. I appreciate you. Hope it works out. Yeah, let it ride. Your other players will carry you. Taylor, Bijan, A-Chain. I mean, the only way it could get better is with CMC. But like you said, in Dynasty, maybe if you get Quinshon Judkins for Dynasty, right? I might give up Rice for Judkins in Dynasty. That would be wicked. No problem, Carlos. I hope it works out for you. Hell yeah, you're wicked. Thank you for the question. Do I see Keenan and Mason doing much tomorrow? I don't see Mason doing much because I think Aaron Jones is back. So like 50-50 split at best. Plus the Chargers' run defense is pretty good. So I don't see Mason doing much. In PPR, Keenan will do lots. He is Justin Herbert's favorite target, right? So in PPR, he's going to do a lot better than in standard. In standard, I don't see either of them doing too much, but in PPR, I see Keenan doing something. Mason, not so much. 2-flex league. So what are we doing here? We need to trade 1, 2-flex. Oh. You know what? In a 2-flex league, you might be better off holding on to one of them. Yeah, you might be better off not doing anything in that type of league. I get it. Rolling with Flacco or Mariota this week. Ethan Dudley. Yeah, Mahdi, I hope that works out. My second flex would be very weak. You're not wrong. No, I think you just keep what you've got. You've got a good team in a 2-flex. That's your problem is the 2-flex. If it was just 1 flex. See, like I've only got 1 flex. And so I'm looking to make a deal to try and like get out my team. Roster clarification is something that I'm always on board with. Having 4 or 5 different receivers and not enough running backs is terrible. So yeah, if I can make trades like that, I'm with you. But in a 2-flex league, I get it. Maybe we want to hold off and just kind of do it. I hope that helps. Hope that works out. Ethan Dudley, thank you for joining me. You rolling with Flacco or Mariota? I am rolling with Joe Flacco. As a Baltimore Ravens fan, Super Bowl winning quarterback Joe Flacco. Who are they playing? They're playing fucking the Jets too. They stink. Yeah, we're rolling with Flacco. Marcus Mariota against Kansas City? Nah. We're not going to do that. I don't think so. I'd much rather Joe Flacco. I hope it works out for you. Like A-Chain better for the pass catching upside? That's valid. Fair. Yeah, I'm trying to get. Oh, I made a trade offer for Puka. This guy doesn't have a quarterback really, so maybe he'll take. I was able to pick up Jordan Love, thinking he might take him. I don't know. He might not. Whatever. This league in particular, it counts. It leans more towards return yards. So like I have two wide receivers, Malik Washington and Luke McCaffrey, that don't even really do anything except for kick like return kicks and punts. And so they get me like 20 points every game. It's crazy. The one like last game, McCaffrey got me 20 points. He didn't even have a catch, only 2 targets. The other game, Malik Washington had 4 catches for no yards and got me 20 fantasy points because of the return yards. It was fucking wicked. I like Jordan Love, but he's not that good in fantasy. Should I trade Bucky for Judkins? Yes, you should. Hell yeah, man. That's how you get thin-itis. Nice. I love it. Thank you for the question. Hell yeah. Judkins is going to be wicked going forward. Get on that hype train. You know what? I don't even know about Jordan Love. I never really have the Jordan Love experience. But as a Packers fan, I will believe you. I tell it straight up as a Ravens fan, too. I don't like having multiple Ravens receivers on my team. Last year, my one team had Lamar and Derrick Henry, so I got like all of the running yards. It was wicked. Yeah, this league that one of my other leagues is a 2 flex, and it's hard, man. It's hard to find players to fill 2 flex positions. Like as much as sometimes you're upset trying to make the decision to fill 1 flex spot, it's fucking hard to find 2 flex players. It's crazy. Getting Rashee Rice back helped me. I got Devontae Smith, DK Metcalf, Rashee Rice. This team's actually pretty good. I don't know how the hell I'm not doing well. Actually, I do know. Jalen Hurts is such a bad quarterback. I have Jalen Hurts, too. I thought it was going to be wicked. Jalen Hurts, pair him up with fucking Devontae Smith. My whole thing was like running. So I got McCaffrey, Jacobs. Then I drafted Hurts and Smith. Got Rice super late, right? So fuck. Rashee Rice is great and he's super consistent. Really? I never had him before, so I'm excited. So far, so good, right? 2 tutties in the first game, 23 points, full PPR too. So you know what? I was able to get him late, like super late. Round 7, I was able to get him. And I was like, you know what? If he comes back and is like anything, that's a huge win. Both Dynasty League since he was a Jet. Heyo. Newer York, what's happening? Thank you for joining me. Should I start Gadsden or Otton? I would start Otton. Gadsden is not going to be as good as he was last week because there's too many mouths to feed. Kate Otten has less Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, so automatically he's better suited to do better. I mean, obviously we don't know, but yeah, I would start Otten. I also tend to steer clear of the Thursday games if I can. I won't be able to in my one league. I'll have to start Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen, which ain't so bad. I hope that helps. Hope it works out. Thank you for the question. You are awesome. Tet or Keenan, PPR. We're going Tet, you think, eh? I think Keenan PPR because I don't really care about. You know what? That's actually not a bad argument either. We can do Tet because it's going to be Andy Dalton, the Red Rocket. Easy money. No, I think Keenan and PPR, but I can get behind Tet with Andy Dalton back in town. Bryce Young stinks so much. I have Dynasty mine though. Yeah, that's fair. I just got redraft mine, and in redraft, rejected. Oh man, I thought he was gonna do that. That sucks. I offered. Who the fuck did I offer? Chris Olave and Drake London for Derrick Henry in redraft. And I thought he would do that. For real, I did. Damn. Also need help picking a defense. Bengals, Bucks, Falcons, or Niners. Atlanta plays Miami. That might be a decent one at home. I might go Atlanta on that one, but I can see getting behind the Bengals. I don't think we do the Bucks. Who's Tampa Bay playing? New Orleans? Yeah, that's in New Orleans, though. Like, Atlanta's at home, right? So, I would probably go Atlanta. San Francisco, who are they playing? They're you know what? They're not as good as we want them to be. They're dealing with a bunch of injuries. Playing Houston? Houston stinks. Yeah, I'd probably still go Atlanta. I hope that helps. Hope it works out. Oh, motherfucker. Bryce Young is so bad. Oh my god. Like, and what? Number 1 overall pick? Like, what the hell, man? It's crazy. This guy sent me back. No, damn it. Fantasy basketball changed to healthy. Oh man, I was really hoping he would do that. Fuck. Maybe I might send him that for Judkins. AJ Brown or Olave. Oh my god. The AJ Brown experience. Oh my Lanta. Oh man. I don't even really know what to do with AJ Brown. I have him in one league. 28 points or 25 points last week. Or Olave playing New England, is it? No, playing Tampa Bay. If it's full PPR, I would probably go Olave. Just because he's been getting double digits. It's been nuts. Literally, last week was the one week that I benched him. Like, the only week all year that I benched him. And he fucking goes nuts. So, had him sitting on the bench last week. Yup, didn't we all? I had him on the bench too. My league actually is skewed towards return yards. So, like, I had Luke McCaffrey in instead of him, and he put up 20 points just because of return yards. So, like, it wasn't, it kind of equaled out. But, yeah, like, yeah, I would probably do Olave. I mean, you got to figure that the Eagles are going to put up like the Giants did last week. So, like, I would play him. Oh, my God. I don't even know. I don't know, man. Because the Giants defense ranks 26th in the league against the pass, right? So, like, in theory, you play him, but Olave just gets targets. We're probably gonna play AJ Brown. Ay. And just hope for the best, you know what I mean? Would I ever draft a quarterback under 6'2"? Probably not, because the offensive linemen are so big, right? So like you right away you need a 6'6" quarterback just to be able to see over the offensive line. And that's not even including the defensive line. So I mean, I'm not a general manager, but that would be my thoughts behind it right away. You got to be able to see over the guys that are blocking you. That's why I don't like Kyler Murray either. Like Kyler Murray's little, he stinks, and like he stinks in my view. Like he's not very good. He can't throw. He doesn't really run well. He can't see, right? So he's just interested in playing video games. Yeah, right. No, I don't like him either. And so like I don't know. What do we know, right? But yeah, we probably go AJ Brown, hope for the best. Because Olave has been getting a lot of targets, but like in PPR, he's all right. But in non PPR, he stinks. Like I've seen it. Lamar back at practice. That's what I'm talking about. McDaniel's gonna stand by Tua. Oh fuck. What running back can I target for Tet and Mason? If anything, you got to do that trade today or early tomorrow because I feel like once the game starts, what's his face is going to be back. Aaron Jones. So it's going to be a 50-50 split at best. I don't know. Where are these guys? Let's see what the draft order said. You might be able to target somebody that's injured. I would try for Omarion Hampton or Bucky. You said you have Bucky. You might even be able to try for Aaron Jones. Let's see. Trying to look at the draft order here. Like, I mean, you might not even be like, you probably won't be able to get some of these guys. Like, I mean, you could probably get Chase Brown. I'm actually high on Chase Brown going forward. I actually like him with Joe Flacco. I'm upgrading all Cincinnati players. That's a lie. I'm upgrading Chase Brown, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. All the other Cincinnati players, there's not enough to go around. But so I would try and target Chase Brown. Actually, that would be a good one to target. See if you can get Omarion Hampton. He's injured right now. But yeah, like you might be able to get Ashton Genty, but I don't think so. You ain't getting Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams, Devin Achane. Probably not. You might be able to get Chuba if you wanted. Just I don't really care for Carolina, so I wouldn't be like super happy for that. Maybe you could try for James Cook. Why not? I would try. Those are guys that I would target. Yeah, just trying to look. As the list goes down, it's like, ugh. Maybe Jalen Warren. He's all right. Aaron Rodgers likes to use his running backs in the pass game a lot. Wow. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Good luck with that. Hell yeah. Let's make it happen. JR, smile. Oh my God. I hope you're talking about Jim Ross because that guy's awesome. I love you if that's what you mean. Have to drop someone to pick up a defense. Brian Robinson, I have CMC. You know what? I would do Menengai just because he's probably third on your list. I have CMC 2 in one league, and I'm not dropping Brian Robinson. You know what? And I would love to waste the roster spot all year on Brian Robinson and have CMC be healthy and amazing for the rest of the year. I'm totally on board with that. But I'm not dropping him for nothing. So I can't get behind any of that, especially if you have CMC. So I would do Menengai just because RJ Harvey, you got to figure at some point will figure it out, right? So that's what I'm leaning on. And Sean Payton in Denver always seems to get the best out of his running backs. So I'm excited for him going forward. If I can pick him up, I am. And like Chicago, I don't know. Like, are they something now? They got the Detroit coach, and I don't know. Are they something now? So that would be my thoughts behind it. I hope that helps, right? Chiefs, Jets, Bengals, 49ers. I would probably do the Chiefs in that scenario because they play Jaden Daniels less Washington Commanders team. So Marcus Mariota is going to be the starting quarterback there. So I would drop Menengai to pick up the Chiefs defense, roll with that. I hope it helps. Thank you for the question. I appreciate you. That's awesome. The Smitty, would you trade Nico for Olave in full PPR? I might. Damn. Nico was drafted as your wide receiver 1. Chris Olave stinks. Oh, man. Can we not get anybody else? Like Emeka, maybe? Or Rashee Rice? Try and trade for those guys instead. Man. I know what you mean, though. In PPR, it'd be definitely tempting because Olave gets double-digit targets every week. It's crazy. So, you could probably get on board with that. Thank you for the question. I hope it works out. Good luck. Infinite Pilot, AJ Brown, Ladd, and Josh Jacobs for Puka and Judkins. Hell yeah! Holy fuck! Shit, son. Are you getting Puka and Judkins? Because that would be wicked. Hell yeah. AJ Brown. The AJ Brown experience gives you a heart attack. Ladd, I don't know. There's just so many mouths to feed in LA right now. Like, it's crazy. Like, what's his face? Justin Herbert's good for fantasy. But, like, all the other ones, you got Ladd, Quentin Johnson, and Keenan Allen are kind of just fighting for scraps. Josh Jacobs, yeah, he's been good. But Puka and Judkins? Oh, damn. That's wicked. Get Puka and Judkins. Hell yeah. Oh my God. That's so amazing. I'm so happy for that. Fuck yeah. Oh my God. Then you know those two guys have just been a headache. And he's willing to give you Puka for it? Damn. Also, I'm upgrading Quinshon Judkins. I'm treating him like we used to treat Nick Chubb, to where he was a perennial first-round draft pick. Argument for first overall, right? So, damn. I think you're getting arguably the two best players in the league, fantasy-wise, in that trade. And yeah, you're gonna see Judkins shoot up boards next year. He's gonna be at the most a second-round pick, like Jonathan Taylor this year, right? And Jonathan Taylor is gonna go first round next year, and he's gonna be an argument for number 1 overall pick. And that's basically what Quinshon Judkins is. So, damn. Fuck yeah, man. Excuse my language. That's awesome. You're wicked. Damn. This guy took all that garbage from you? You almost feel bad. That's wicked. Trade ideas for Bucky. JD, CMC, Bill, Nico, Tet, Ladd, McBride, Mason, Aaron Jones, RJ. Trade ideas for Bucky? I would do Tet and Jordan Mason, or Ladd and Jordan Mason. And I would keep Aaron Jones and RJ Harvey behind CMC and Bill. Unless you want to keep Mason and Aaron Jones, that might be something to consider, because then you could give up Bill and like Tet, and he might take that for Bucky. So a couple ideas: Bill and Tet and Jordan Mason, or Ladd and Jordan Mason. You could even do Tet, Ladd, and Jordan Mason for Bucky and another receiver if you want. But yeah, I hope that helps, man. I hope it works out. That's wicked. He's also injured too, right? So it should, in theory, cost less. Also, he was a second round pick in the majority of leagues, right? So, hey, man, that's wicked. Good luck. Hope it works out. Skills for thrills. Traded Saquon and Pickens for Javonte and Addison. I think it will come on top, but I feel like only time will tell. Right off the bat, you lost that trade, but I am a firm believer in the Madden curse. And at some point, Saquon will go down, at which point you have got Javonte and Jordan Addison for Michael Pittman. And I think that is a win 100%. Also, we don't always want to look at trades in regards to wins and losses. We want to feel like we bettered our team, right? Probably made a trade that works out well for both people. Those are the best types of trades. But yeah, hell yeah. That's a wicked. You know what? You're right. Could be good, could be bad. Saquon's been a disappointment. Javonte's been wicked. Have Bijan and Bucky, so I was ready to part ways. Ayo, there you go. There you go. Bingo bango. That's wicked. That's wicked. Nice. You know what? Also looks like you got some roster clarity. Michael Pittman's a fucking headache. Like, for real. Thank you for being so quick. Hey, no problem, man. Anytime, man. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for talking, the back and forth, your questions. I appreciate you. Anytime, man. Anytime. Ain't no thing. Go ahead, hit that follow button. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this with your friends. Maybe somebody you think might find this type of stuff valuable. Maybe get some enjoyment out of it. All of the Colts receivers are headaches. Oh my God, right? Exactly. One goes off, the other. And even the going off is like, 90 yards and a touchdown, right? It's like, man. So yeah, no, I don't really care for Philadelphia players either. I have AJ Brown in one league. I have Javonte and Jalen Hurts in another league, and they're just headaches, man. All the time they're headaches. It's crazy. Rocco B123, who wins? Waddle and Hampton for Tet and Ricky Pearsall. Good Lord. Somebody gave up Waddle and Hampton for Tet and Ricky Pearsall? I mean, obviously that person. Good Lord. What a terrible trade offer. That's a bunch of garbage for two really good players. The Waddle and Hampton side obviously wins. I can't believe somebody would do that trade. Pearsall's injured. Dude got shot. Like, what? I don't even have another running back. Damn, I need Aaron Jones to play. I don't even have another running back. So Waddle and Hampton wins? Yes, Waddle and Hampton wins. That's crazy that somebody would give up Waddle and Hampton for Tet and Ricky Pearsall. Like, that's not even. I wouldn't even give up one of those guys for Tet and Ricky Pearsall. Never mind both. That's crazy. Yeah, I need a running back, man. That sucks. Nobody trades in this. Nobody trades running backs in this league because they're fucking. They just hoard them because they're dicks. Anybody need a fucking wide receiver for a running back? This guy's got 3 wide receivers. No, he does not. Actually, I might be trying. Can I trade you for Bucky? No. Rude. Oh well. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me. You guys are awesome. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this with your friends or anyone you think might find this type of stuff enjoyable. Maybe get some value out of it. Let's make it happen. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Look like Bang Chang from Stray Kids. Josie, thank you for joining me. That's wicked. Bang Chang, bada boom, bada bing. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better week ahead. And I look very forward to seeing you again. I love you guys. Bye for now.